We're going to play another song for you guys.
What song do you want to play?
But thanks for tuning in and checking out our music and good stuff. We're also going to have an interactive interview portion coming up here where you can post questions online on our Facebook page or in the chat room, or I got a bunch of tweets earlier for a bunch of questions. So you can keep tweeting us at Shadowplay Rock and Shadowplay Tour.
And we got a special guest.
Yeah, we do have a special guest in the house.
Guest in the house.
Supreeem from the Resurrect.
No ketchup and mustard today.
Ketchup and mustard. This next song we're going to play for you is our single called Ghost Train.
Awesome. And we'll be right back with Shadowplay. Get 5 minutes and we're going to find out who's in the house. Okay, you got 5 minutes. Okay. All right. What we need to do is we're going to get ready for our interview.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we need to put down the guitars. You guys already got the stools out there. We've got a fourth stool right there. We're gonna fold that, and then we gotta find something. We're gonna start out with Supreeem, okay? And we're talking about their tour coming up, their new album coming up, their new show coming up, and Street Teams. So there's 4 things. And I don't, you know, but Kevin's gonna do more in depth, but I don't know, just shoot the shit. Okay.
Wait, is he interviewing them first?
He's just gonna shoot the shit with them.
Wait, so I don't do anything yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So we need to find a seat for Supreeem.
Take my seat right over here.
No, we're using this one right here.
Okay.
You're Supreem.
Are you trying to play Dead Mouse? It's kind of turned into that.
Supreem's going to be the shorter one. And I'm going to hit this light. Hit that light above you, Cavi.
Easier said than done.
To the camera.
You got it, 2 seconds.
Okay, you guys got 3 minutes.
How you doing?
Right.
You see me again?
It's Supreem's in the house. Yay. Man, I wish I could get a better picture. This damn thing. What a pain in the butt.
Taking tweet questions, dude. Take those tweet questions. I had about 15 tweets.
So, Andrew, what songs would you like to play next? Since
You guys need microphones?
seem to be an impasse.
I don't know why it's an impasse. I never want to play that song acoustic ever in my life. If I ever want to play that song acoustic.
Didn't that nice?
Oh, I mean, no, not really for that song. Acoustic it doesn't sound like very. What would you like to play with him?
Okay, that's fine.
Good Double Zone.
Trying to get all of you in.
Double Zone.
Clock Tower.
Yeah.
Danny, is there a way you can move in a little bit closer?
Oh, we can play just in.
No.
Do we have 2 songs next, though?
What's the next block? Is it 2 songs or 1 song?
It's actually supposed to be like the half an hour jam.
Half an hour jam.
But you can. But if you guys want to come back and play a song in between this, yeah, let's do one in between.
The interview and the interactive interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my brain, I'm sorry. The Devil's Zone?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We can't use any of the piano stuff, can we? No?
We can do the Out to March and Aspirations. Other stuff would need more time to do.
I'm going to play Aspirations and I'll just think about it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Piano's not right now. Aspirations. We all know how it sounds.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, we have 131. I'm getting everything in HD too, so it's not. And where is my question?
You have the montage going up over there?
Yeah.
You have some classic Shadowplay ridiculous.
In case you need this. Yeah.
I got a set of questions.
Okay, you gotta wait for that though, because right now it's time for Supreem. Supreem! 1 minute. This can't even hear this. Oh, a little
You should
bit.
read it first in case it's something really that you don't want to
I read on...
And who are you texting, sir? Were you? Awesome.
This is why
And then we're gonna we'll re-air either later tonight or tomorrow, but either way. It's gonna actually, this show will re-air tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. It'll be the premiere of the Shadowplay show. Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Let me get all our tour dates.
You have 25, 24,
What the hell? Go back. I was...
21, 20.
Fuck business.
Fuck business.
Business is shit.
13, 12, 11. And I gotta turn up the microphone. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are back. And who's in the house?
It's the SUPWM and Shadowplay.
Do we need mics? Do we need a microphone?
Yeah, I think. Well, here, there's this mic.
Get the wireless mic going.
That one's going. Let me
Here,
let me
give
turn it up a little bit.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Give me some juice. Live on the air.
Some juice.
On the 191 show with the Shadowplay.
What's happening?
Hope y'all enjoyed the songs that they did. I came in, they were really jamming and rocking out. Really
Oopsie, sorry.
And I would like to know.
Oops, sorry.
Ow! Ow!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Live on the air, this is what happens on live TV. Internet don't mean nothing, baby, except that the viewership is free. So. Yeah. Check it. 1, 2. That's better. Okay, that's real good. Okay, live in the studio with Shadowplay. My boys. I've watched them grow from Brian Milk Hunters to full-blown sex symbols, 900 street teams and strong counting.
I don't know about 900, but
all over the U.S. Record coming out. So please, fellas, introduce yourselves and let me know what's good in the Shadowplay hood.
I'm Andrew Corkery. I'm the lead singer.
I'm Ed Flynn. I play guitar and bass.
I'm John Sellers. I play guitar, bass, and piano.
I'm Spartacus, and I'll have my fury.
Smart ass.
So please tell me, fellas, the big debut of the show today is about the U.S. tour. So please tell us where the places and states you're going to be hitting so all your fans out there can come and check you guys out.
Well, the tour technically starts next week with Hollystock in Mount Holly, New Jersey. We're playing a festival there called Hollystock, and you can check it out at www.hollystock.com. Well, it's actually hollystock2012.com is the website. And then we have a Facebook event up on our page on facebook.com/Shadowplay Rock and Roll. And then after that, we're going to be playing. The next date will be in Findlay, Ohio. We'll be playing at Avenue Q, which is a rock club over in Findlay. It's right in between Columbus and Cleveland. It's about 30 miles in between both of those. And then after that, we're doing 2 dates in Chicago, one in Ealing, Illinois, which is on August 10th. And then yep, Chi-Town. It's my favorite city. I've been there twice.
Cool.
But and then we're playing one in the city, in the actual city of Chicago, on August 9th. And then from there we're playing a house show in St. Louis. For I met some kids in St. Louis when I was at this conference in New York when I went to school. They checked out our music and they're like, "Okay, cool. We got a house like we have shows at all the time." So
oh yeah,
like,
that's fun. That's
cool. So we're playing there in St. Louis, and that's on August 11th, and then the 12th will be at the Nick in Birmingham, Alabama. And
Birmingham.
Then, yeah. Actually, no. The 12th. The 12th is we're playing KKID. In Rolla, Missouri, which is a radio station.
All right.
Who's been playing our music for about a year now. We've done 2 different interviews. Me and Dan did separate interviews with them over the phone. Yeah. And yeah, for some reason they really like our music out there. And
For some odd
reason. Yeah, I don't know.
For some reason. We don't get it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, in a way. They really dig it out there. So we're more than happy to oblige them with a Shadowplay performance and in-studio acoustic radio performance on air. And then we'll be staying in the basement of the radio station that night, too. And, yeah.
And that's it?
So.
That's the last date?
No, that's not the last date.
Okay.
Then we got.
Go ahead.
We got.
Roll on, man.
We got some more after that. Then we got.
I need some gas listening to you.
Yeah, and then so that's on August 12th, and then on the 13th we'll be at the Nick in Birmingham,
right,
which is a Monday. And then Tuesday we'll be at Smith's Old Bar, which is like this blues bar in Atlanta. And then we're playing there on the 14th.
Right.
And the 15th we don't have a show. And the 16th we're playing in New York City at Cafe Wa. And then we have a show on August 24th. We'll be at the Hard Rock back in Philly.
Right on.
And we're hoping to have like mass production of our CD done by then, which would be pretty sweet. We could sell it at that show.
So this tour is basically to get the word out for the new CD, like, yo, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Well, we plan on having the CD done by the time we leave for the tour. It's just gonna be like on burned, like CD, like copy.
Let me tell you
that we
something.
give it to them.
What you do is you don't put the whole CD out.
Right.
You want a big splash for your CD.
Right.
Release party.
Right.
Take 3 good songs off of the CD.
Right.
3, whatever ones you want.
Right.
That's your single.
Right.
Press it. I hope you ain't do the other thing yet.
What's that? The other thing yet?
With the album first.
No, we didn't burn any copies. It's not done mixing
Do
yet.
3 songs only. Sell it for $5 a pop. You will sell out. Trust me. You will sell out. You will not go wrong with this. Everybody will be waiting for the album to come out in August, right?
Right, yeah.
You got the buzz going right there.
Cool.
August come out, iTunes, hit them. Wow, everybody that got our thing in these other cities, in Chicago and the New Yorks and all that.
Yeah.
Get the album. We blessed you with 3 good cuts from the album, so you know the rest is gonna be banging. Go to iTunes right now.
Right.
You say you got 9, how many street teams?
Like about 70.
70 street teams.
Right.
Go to
That's
iTunes.
global though. Only probably like 30 of them are in the
But
United
guess what
States.
else is global?
What?
The internet. So once you say get it on iTunes, the internet will go crazy with your album, and the people that you've blessed already at those dates will feel so privileged because they got your CD early. They got an early cut sample of it.
Right.
3 songs are on fire. They made love to the girlfriends to it, and they know it really works.
Right.
Grand Milfs are going crazy.
Right.
Pop it off. Boom. Album release party. So total success. Trust me.
And it'll be like a homecoming
that sounds like a good plan.
And get flyers to say.
Oh, we got flyers
coming soon.
Right. We got.
Well, you had your first CD release at Hard Rock,
Right,
so it's only fitting you do the second at Hard Rock.
Right. And we just released a new flyer yesterday.
Cool.
That we sent out to all the street teams that they're printing out for the show. Basically, it's one of our new promotional photos that we just took on Monday, and then it has a QR code to our Facebook page on there.
Please don't get that album out until it's released. Don't even leak the 3 songs.
Yeah, I also thought it was a dumb idea, but I didn't say anything.
Well, glad.
And the fans will the fans will want to donate. Will contribute $5 to the band.
A wise man named David Ivory, who's a Grammy Award producer, told me.
Shout out to David Ivory.
People wanting more. Stretch this. You have a budget of you competing with major labels with $1 million budgets.
Right.
So you got to be smarter than them.
Right.
And you got to be sparingly with the things that you have, because the more that they want, the more that they want to buy, and the more that they will buy. Trust me when I tell you.
There's
3 songs only, 3 songs, and you'll get $5 easy, because you get a kick-ass show.
Right.
Now, you're going to be performing the songs that are on the album at the show?
Yeah, we perform songs that are on the album as well as new songs that won't be on the album either.
Awesome.
So we'll be performing lots of different tunes.
Awesome, man.
Covers and originals alike.
So please tell me let's talk about the street team. All globally, right?
Right, yeah.
Now, where are parts of the globe is the street teams placed at? Now, how do you get these street teams? I mean, you must really live on this this laptop.
He does. I really do, actually. I don't sleep that much.
Can I borrow 3 street teams?
Dude,
I just need 3. Somewhere in the United States.
Yeah, you can borrow 3.
And maybe Brazil.
I'll blast their shit, your stuff to them if you want.
I appreciate it. I got a record coming out too. I got an album coming out too. But this is about you. So you guys, do you connect with the leader of the street team? Like, hey man, you got about 30, 40 friends? Holler at me.
Yeah, basically what we do is a lot of bands are, I guess, don't want to say that they sound like other bands. Don't want to say that oh yeah, our music is a similar type of music to such and such band. Mm-hmm. Basically what we do is we find artists that are already established, and just see what's up with the people that like them, and then don't send them links, you know what I mean? Don't send them blast them shit, because then they just think it's spam. You know what I mean? So basically you start up a conversation with people. And you turn it into a conversation, and then it'll lower their defense a little bit. You know what I mean?
Cool to be there.
So, but
sounds evil.
Yeah. But not say defense, but I mean it'll get them to check out the music.
It's like a drink at a bar,
Makes them easy.
Good touch, bad touch.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, we find those people and then we just ask them. You know, we never tell people things.
That's what's
We always ask people. You know.
Now, what are parts of it? Like, okay, U.S. I'm sure, few of them in the U.S. or a lot in the U.S.
Right. We probably have about like 20 something.
And this has been very effective for you guys, like, as far as your hits and your
so
Facebook
far.
fans.
Yeah. In terms of Facebook,
jumped up. I mean,
we just started using a new app called Suggest to Friends on Facebook.
Right on.
And we just blasted that out to all the street teams, and we got probably about like 600 or 700 likes in like a week or two.
That's what's
so
up.
that was pretty cool. And then we try to do Facebook events too, and then just encourage them to invite their friends to the Facebook events. And basically, that's what we try to do. We just try to like turn one fan into like hundreds by creating like a global music conversation.
Oh, you need that. You need that. Music is around the world now. Not regional anymore.
But I'd say the hottest places right now are like Atlanta, and Chicago, and like Mexico. For some reason, like they just those places more than others. But we encourage like any other place in the world, just jump on the bandwagon. Whatever you want to do, you can send us an email at shadowplayrockandroll@yahoo.com or hit me up on Facebook. Drop a line on our Facebook page, facebook.com/shadowplayrockandroll, whatever.
Now this album, you're coming out August, right?
Yeah,
album release party at the Hard Rock, the last stop of the tour.
Yeah.
Album release party.
Right.
Then hopefully everything will jump off real good. You get to do it again and get, like double the numbers that you did in these regions. Cities. That's a good move. Now, what is the name of the album? Are we allowed to ask that, or do you have a title for it?
It might be self-titled.
Yeah, it might be self-titled.
That's cool.
We're gonna release more information on that soon.
What was the first album called?
It's the same album essentially. It's just re-recorded. New songs.
Train included. And all that good stuff.
Yeah, new songs. I think 4 new songs included. Yeah, 4 new songs included.
So it's like a re-release.
Yeah,
with
but
like 4 brand new cuts.
the old recordings were kind of,
Well,
the first time we were in there. Yeah. So we got them done again. They sound professional.
Great.
Sounds really good.
Now.
And who's doing it?
With the album, who's producing it?
We're doing. It's being recorded by Arc Studios.
Actually, we recorded it at Drexel, but right now it's being mixed at Arc.
It's being mixed at Arc Studios. Thank you for correcting me.
Right on. Oh, Drexel, you recorded at the studio down in Drexel?
Yeah. Mad Dragon Studios.
Yeah. You got a lot of good friends down there.
Yeah.
Big studio. Awesome.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, how about so we got the album, we got it reproduced. Now, when we go, is it on a label or is it self-label?
We're currently on Romulus X Records.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll be out on that, and then we're also seeing what else we can get out of it too.
Now, Romulus X, like they known for their hardcore, like.
Yeah, they do metal. They do metal, and they do like rock music too, like borderline between metal.
Because you guys got like a rock sound that reminds me of vintage, which is good.
Right.
Like classic rock.
Damn it!
As
Damn
opposed
it! Damn it! God damn it! No, we don't.
I mean, seriously, when you listen to it, you don't
sound like Soundgarden.
It don't sound like it don't sound like kid shit. Oh, excuse me. It don't sound like kid stuff. It sounds like mature young men that have been around the world.
But Justin Bieber.
And we're telling our story from
a
lot of new kids on the block. A lot of Justin Bieber.
Are you the peanut gallery?
My favorite band is
Yes.
You're very good.
Okay, I'll keep it coming.
Bieber is my favorite singer.
My dream is to compose a score of a movie with Britney Spears.
But
The new Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. Hey, don't
anyway.
Don't be dissing the Jonas Brothers.
I like the Jonas Brothers.
They're
My daughter loves the Jonas Brothers. I like the Chipmunks before I take the Jonas Brothers. That's just my personal opinion because I grew up on the Chipmunks. But anyway, but yeah, I love your sound. Sound is crazy. It's like it's so mature. It's for you know what I mean? That's applaud. That's nothing to be ashamed of, man. You know what I mean? You guys look like you did your homework on music. Like you grew up on like you crazy with the guitars and the costumes and the you know what I'm saying? Like you bring a little mystique to this. Like you were really like the Joker. Last I seen you one time, you had the Joker outfit on. I was like, this guy's really like Heath Ledger. He's like real dark with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just solemn. Like,
it's about that mystique.
Play my shit. And I'm gonna do my job. And I ain't gonna smile at nobody. And I think it. But like, and you very, you guys evolved, great musicians. musicians, and you are a very energetic front man. Like,
appreciate it.
Just don't have a heart attack. That's a lot of tour dates.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tour dates.
Well, this tour is going to be a test of that.
But that's
if
cool.
I can make it out without a heart attack,
touring ain't nothing.
all right.
They ain't doing nothing like going to the gym. The third show, you'll be like, man, this is nothing. The first 3 shows are gonna be.
Yeah.
I gotta stop smoking.
Good thing I don't smoke.
I don't even smoke. I gotta stop smoking. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Yeah, we played Friday night at Rebel Rock Bar in Philly, and then that was a pretty energetic show. We got done with that. I was like, shit, we're gonna have to do this like 9 days in a row.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a blast.
But you gotta give it.
Tired as hell.
You gotta do it though. You gotta give it. Whatever you give on that first date, you gotta give it all the way to the last date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We did that Love Park show where we stayed up literally till like 3 hours before the show. After we did a show at
Doc
Watson's the night before.
Up.
And then we stayed up till like 3 hours before the show.
We played a 2-hour set in Love Park in 102 degrees.
So that show must have been like, bring on the get on the train.
So if we could do that, I think we could do the tour pretty well.
But that's cool though. But that's the musicians in you. Now you guys had to drive to do this. Now who set this tour up? Like, did you book it yourselves or?
Yeah, we have a booking agent. Her name's Jackie Lane.
Okay.
She's out in Chicago, and she books for the Monsters of Rock tour. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but yeah, she books that, and then we actually had a street team promotional thing back in February where we were trying to get on the bill for Lollapalooza in Chicago. We didn't end up getting on the bill, but we ended up what ended up happening was we ended up getting so many people posted on the page that she saw that we were getting all these people posted on the page, and then she ended up wanting to work with us.
There you go.
So, you know, it works out somehow.
And she pulled through with some good gigs.
So,
it's a good route, you know what I mean? Ain't like going to Chicago and they got a show in New York and they got a show back in New Orleans. It was a good route. Really planned out real well, man. How many shows are there again? I mean, without, you know, I know that I heard the dates, but how many actual shows?
We'll be out, like, actually on the road from August 8th is the first show. Okay. And that's in Findlay, Ohio at Avenue Q. And then the last one for the road will be in Atlanta, but then we'll come back up on the 16th and then play a show in New York City.
So how many shows in August?
So in August total, I think it's about like 9 shows.
That's good. That's
and then with the date that we're playing this coming Saturday, we're going to be at Hollystock in Mount Holly.
Right on.
And that's like what we're calling the official tour kickoff, even though it's only like 20 minutes away from our house.
Yeah, that's hometown love right there. So you
yeah.
got a lot of crazy love in your hometown?
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of good promotion on Hollystock. It's on the MGK website and the MMR website as, you know, upcoming events in the area.
All right.
And they've been getting flyers out for like weeks now, so it's pretty cool. We'll be going on at 8 o'clock on the headlining stage, the last band going on, so this will be pretty sick.
So y'all ready for this?
Yep. Should be
riding. You're going to find out how much y'all love each other.
How much we love and dislike each other. I guess.
We'll find out who fart really stink.
Oh, we already know that.
I mean, we already know that.
Who need to cut their feet off because them feet don't work no more. They got too much funk coming. But don't do no broke ass tour.
Right.
You get money.
Right.
You might not get rich off of this tour.
Right.
Don't take a loss.
Right.
3 songs, $5 a piece. You should come out nice. That'll be some good gas money. Right. Some good hotel money.
Right.
Anytime you get a chance to sleep in a hotel. Sleep in a hotel.
We're not staying in any hotels for the tour. What we're doing is no, we have what's that?
We're gonna take a break.
Oh well, let me just explain this and we'll take a break. Okay.
He's the boss.
All right.
Listen here.
Let me explain, and then we're gonna take a break. No.
All right. So basically, we have different street teamers and people who like our music out in these areas who are willing to house us for like a night or two. So, like for the one we're doing in Rolla, Missouri, we're staying in KKID's like basement of their radio station that has like a shower and toilet in it.
There it is.
So,
Where the
beatbox come
from?
It's the British model.
So right about now on the 191 TV with the host Supreeem, filling in for the regular host Miss Athena and my man Kevin. So right about now we're gonna take a little break. So tell them what's going on next and what's gonna be the deal for the next step. And here we go. Come on.
We're just gonna take a really short break. We'll just get to a video of Shadowplay with the street team.
fucking awesome.
The fact that you guys even did that, I love you even more.
Remember that first time when Andrew was volunteering here and he was singing with you guys? I didn't cue that video up. Okay, we only have a few minutes. I just want to play real quick. This is your This is what you're talking about your street teams. Okay, I'm showing a clip of when Mexican street team won street team of the month. I give them a street team of the month award out every month. So I'm showing that clip real quick. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just cut it short. We're going to come back and we can, with the help of Supreeem, start taking questions from the audience. Is that cool? Because it's getting a little late. And then we're going to do that for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Questions. These are
15, 20 minutes. And Kevin's got Kevin's on there too. And Kevin will be back. And then maybe 20 minutes or so. And then we're going to break. And then we're going to break. And you guys can go upstairs, take a break. And then we're going to talk about your CD release party this Thursday. Yeah. I'm so excited. And we're going to show your video. And then we're going to come back and you guys jam out and we can do some more audience questions. Whatever you feel like doing, man. This is your show. We don't have to stick to the board. A little bit more of that would be pretty awesome, actually.
That was the shit. I like that.
We'll pick up that jam.
Catchy little jam.
What was that, Supreeem?
What I do? I just do what I do.
You and your grand milfs.
Hey, that's real.
Poor Johnny. Johnny's grand milf target.
Am I?
You were at that. Remember Roebling at the VFW?
I'm glad I'm oblivious to these things.
No, remember at the VFW? Oh God, this was had to be 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Had the grand mills on fire.
Oh, I remember that. I forget that. Yeah, I remember that. Absurd.
Let me dig into my bra and find if I got a little dollar for you.
Oh, pardon me.
Never wrong. Old women buy CDs too.
And you know what? Don't be ashamed to ask for $5 even off a burn because your fans should want to donate and help the band out.
A normal song like that begins with the beatbox and then the bass. It's like, yeah. I just worked at it like a regular Shadowplay song.
Go ahead, do it again.
It builds up, man.
That was hot. So ask the question, find who's the best thing. The whole game today. Listen up to Shadowplay. 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 One, two, three, four. Check out. Back once again with the band of the day, the band of the year, the band of the hour, too sweet to be sour, Shadowplay. Yo, we're gonna go with your questions. I see you got a lot of fans, you got a lot of street teams, so hopefully these people are coming on, filing now, looking at the internet.
Got someone who filed on 28 minutes ago.
Yeah, let's talk, answer their questions.
Stephanie Noor.
Stephanie Noor. Hello, baby.
A question on our Facebook page. I know we have a chat thing in there too, and take some questions from there too. But we got this on our Facebook page right now.
Holla at your people.
So, John, you want to read the question? Then we'll answer it.
First question.
I'm a grand milf and I want to know.
I read on your site that you and Dan Holden, meaning Andrew, describing starting a band as a destiny. When exactly was that aha moment when you felt that you wanted to perform?
Aha!
You got a mic, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Dan. When was that aha moment we had?
I think when we wrote Like a Phoenix, probably.
Yeah. Say that? Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. When we wrote Like a Phoenix, that was like our first oh wow, this is good music.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a culmination of different things. Like,
yeah.
Each time we'd write a new song, it'd
be, got better and better.
Yeah, we kept feeling like, oh, we can feel that this is getting better, and it made a big difference.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah. Next question.
All right, next question. Go ahead, Andrew.
What bands currently admire you or influence you at the moment? Yeah.
What bands do you admire?
Yeah. Ed, why don't you start off?
At the moment,
Mogwai.
Mogwai. They always influence me. They're like a weird atmospheric rock band.
Slint.
Slint. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome, man.
And
Let motherfucking Ed talk.
And the Melvins.
His name's Mo fucking Ed.
Mo fucking Ed.
And I don't know what else. The Melvins and Sam Cooke. I just listened to Sam Cooke.
I was born by the river.
Exactly.
Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, now you're talking my language, too.
Go ahead, Andrew.
I would say right now I'm really into a band called the Parlor Mob. They're from like Central Jersey. They're on Roadrunner Records, and I saw them live at the Stone Pony.
I'm the pushing man.
Alright, why don't you shut up, John? Alright, yeah, so I'm really into them right now. I've listened to them a lot. I'm also really into the Fleet Foxes. John got me into them. And yeah, just, I like Soundgarden a lot. They're my favorite band, I would say. Still.
Can I interject?
Yeah, sure.
What's your favorite band that you see? Like, you got a pretty good live show, right?
Yeah.
You guys are not standing around looking at each other like, what key we in? Y'all gets it in. Now, what bands influence you guys live? Like, what's your favorite live band? My favorite live band of all time was Public Enemy, and of course Busta Rhymes. They're like the best shows. Run
I saw
DMC.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, we saw Busta
Rhymes. Now, who do you like live?
I think we could probably, for the best live performance that I've seen, I think I could probably speak for me and Ed on this one. We went to Lollapalooza last year and saw My Morning Jacket.
Yeah.
And we never heard any of their fucking songs before, ever. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, who the fuck is this band? Like, we heard of them, and we knew that they were popular, but we like never gave the time to listen to them.
Going in totally blind.
We're like, okay, cool, we'll see this over Eminem, because Eminem was playing on the other side.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, cool. And then there's like fucking 50,000 people there, like watching My Morning Jacket play, and we're like, who the hell like knew about this band? Like, and then we're watching them, we're like, holy shit. This is like the best live band I've ever seen in my life.
They were the best
like
rock band I've ever seen.
That's good.
Yeah, they were quite incredible. And I think it was also the fact that we like had no idea like of any of their music at all, and then we just went in and we're like, yeah, that was the shit.
That's the best way to get you.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully you get a lot of fans that get y'all like that.
Yeah. We do sometimes. I mean, I have people come to us. Yeah.
These little guys.
Yeah.
God, man, these boys are killing it.
Yeah. We had that happen to us on Friday, actually. Old people came up to me, and that was pretty cool.
There you go, brother.
And then, but yeah, I'd say them, and I mean, I saw Soundgarden when they got back together and played Lollapalooza in 2010, and they had played for like 13 years, so that was pretty sick. Yeah, I love Lollapalooza. We didn't go this year because we were doing the tour instead.
Y'all getting ready so y'all can play Lollapalooza.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'd have to say those two bands, and Muse is a really good live band too.
Muse?
I just saw the Beach Boys.
Oh yeah,
they were pretty good. Pretty good band. I mean, they've been together for like 50 years.
If you can be together for 50 years, you better have a great show.
Yeah, but I'd say that.
Well, I mean, they're the ones that saw My Morning Jacket. I don't see it. We've never seen them live, so they don't really influence me.
Oh wait. Actually, I saw a few like last week. I saw The Wall, Roger Waters. That was.
Who influenced your ambient humming noise? Like, where does that come from?
Ambient humming.
The one right now.
Yes. Ooh. That's kind of reminded me of sort of like Rosetta or something like that. I don't know.
That's called bass. How low can you go? How low can you go?
Shut up for right now. I'm not using
It's all good. All right, next question.
But I think what? We're gonna let them answer them.
Okay. Rage Against the Machine.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, live.
I think that influences.
Well,
us
not
a
even
lot.
just Rage. For me, it's Tom Morello specifically, like live.
But just like seeing the crowd of people jump in time to every song is that's amazing.
I like for live. I mean, for bands that I've actually seen, I like Angus Young live. He's a goofy little nut live, running around on the ground. I like that kind of stuff. Okay. Just really absurd. There's no point to this whatsoever. Stuff. I thought Linkin Park was really good when we saw them live. They put on a really good show.
They really got a good show.
But as far as like not live yet, that I haven't seen Tom Morello live yet. But he's
that's your man.
Yeah.
The Night Watchman.
Yeah, Slash and Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
They're pretty good live. Yeah, and I saw The Wall, not The Wall, I saw Dark Side of the Moon. John saw The Wall twice, actually. But Dark Side of the Moon, that was a great show. That was just phenomenal. Probably visually the best show I've ever seen in my life. It was just really awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Next question? Or?
Yeah. The next question is, if you could work with any 5 people in the music industry, recording arts engineers, producers, etc., what would they be? Who would they be? Yeah.
Go for it.
I have to say, after working on our songs that we want to put out for the second record, because right now we're releasing the first record, but we already have like enough material to come out with another record.
Right.
So, or 2 or 3, because we have like concept ideas down for like our second and third record, and like even our 4th record.
Okay.
So, but basically it's about like recording them at this point. But in terms of the second album, we're a big fan of this band called the Decemberists. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're like an indie rock band. They have an album called The Hazards of Love, and we say to each other like all the time, if we could pick someone to produce that album, it would be the guy who produced The Hazards of Love, because we think that it would sound really, he would bring a good touch to it.
No Rick Rubin?
Rick Rubin?
I'd like to work with Rick.
Yeah, I'd like to work with Rick Rubin. I'm just talking about in the context of the second record.
I mean,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but if you had a chance to really...
Oh, hell yeah. I work with Rick Rubin, or like, Butch Vig, or like, any
Steve Albini.
Steve Albini,
Yeah,
would be pretty sick too.
Actually, for like, cause I have a concept album that we've been working on too, like a lot of stuff for that. If I could pick 2 people that, like, ideally, if it ever were to happen, it'd be Tom York or Brendan O'Brien. I think would do a really good job of producing it.
Is that for the third record you're talking about?
I don't know if it's, I don't put a number on
Tom
it.
York?
Okay. Yeah.
Has he produced anything?
He's self-produced Radiohead stuff.
Well, and what's his face? Nigel Godrich produced all of Radiohead's records. He's
that's probably him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those would be people I would want to work with. I guess in terms of artists that we'd like to collaborate with too, like I'd always like to collaborate with, like Dan was talking about, Tom Morello, people from Rage Against the Machine, stuff like that. Those have always been some of my like idols, like musically, just because they rock out so hard and they have like a really good message too, So take the power back, like that same kind of stuff that Public Enemy's talking about all the time, So, but yeah, those guys would be pretty cool to jam out with too. Like if we could do a collaboration, or anyone like in the rock, into rock would be cool.
I'd like to work with John Murphy too.
Oh yeah.
That would just be awesome.
Or Hans Zimmer.
But John Murphy really, I think, would do a good job of doing the concept album stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like the ambient quality of his music.
We're not only like fans of like rock music and stuff like that, but we're also like big fans of like movie scores, people who direct like movie scores, people who do like symphonies and stuff like that too. So like we kind of like take in our influences from a lot of different places, and it's not just rock. It may, like, at the end of the day, like whatever song that we're influenced by, like, might be rock, but maybe it was influenced by something that was a little bit different, you know? So, but yeah, that pretty much answers that question, yeah.
Let's see here. The last one is just about our EP and how we had it, the single Ghost Train mastered by Moore Applebaum, and she wanted to know how we got that connection and how does it feel to work with someone like that.
We can't tell you how you got the connection because we don't want people to bite our styles. No. Nah, yeah. How'd you make the hookup for that?
I just want to first say that this person really did some research. I'm gonna give him some props on it.
You know that person gonna buy
you
your
all
record.
give a little clap for that?
Give it up for that, yeah.
Mar's actually pretty famous. He worked with Judas Priest and stuff.
No, but the fact that she knew that we worked with
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's what we were saying. We're like, she did her homework.
She did deep.
Yeah. And we appreciate that, that people check out our music and are willing to take an in-depth look at what we have to offer.
Answer the question.
Answer the question, Andrew.
No, I will ramble on though, so it's good that you tell me that. I guess. I think that
it was Kenny.
It was Kenny, yeah.
Our the head of our label and our producer.
Kenny Colgate.
Kenny Colgate. Shout outs to Kenny Colgate and Romulus X Records if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, but
shout out to
it was through him, and then he just knew someone through a connect who knew Maura Applebaum, and then he was like, I got this single by this band called Shadowplay, and then he offered us a good deal on the price on it, so we were like, okay, cool. And then so he dug it, and then he just did the track, like mastered the track. We sent, I mean, he was out in L.A., so we never met him. You know, it was all through the internet.
Yeah, send it back, and it sounded perfect.
Yeah, so
out swimming with the big fish.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But yeah.
Any questions on that line?
No, guys.
Was that the last question?
Go ahead,
yeah, it was the last question from that person.
From Steph. Yeah. Shout outs to Steph.
12-part question?
Right, now I know it's very frustrating whenever you get asked a question, the question just goes straight to the singer, and it doesn't even acknowledge anyone else in the band. But originally I just wanted to ask the drummer questions all day, and of course that obviously fell through, so.
Yeah.
Right, so then now that the little drummer boy is in here, I might as well ask you,
okay.
Who is your biggest influences as a singer?
Chris Cornell, probably.
Lane Staley.
Yeah, Lane Staley, Robert Plant.
The rock gods, essentially.
And I really have been listening to the Fleet Foxes and like their singer a lot. I don't know if he directly influences me, but he has a good ear for notes and music and stuff. So like I like listening to him. It's good for the ear, you know.
Yeah. Now this is probably another question that might get an instrument smashed over my head, but I take it you listen to a lot of bands who were probably active or famous. In some cases, like when you were a little kid,
right?
Or even before then, if you go back to Zeppelin, like
right?
How did you end up discovering most of these bands later on? Is that I get the idea that in your generation, it's more acceptable to listen to slightly older bands, I get that idea. I don't know because I can't go back in time and get born 10 years later. I can't.
Right. Right. I guess a lot of us had like our parents like who all listened to the music, but neither of my parents are really all that into music. So I think for me, it actually came from like hanging out with people who were previously exposed to that music, and me hanging out with them, and then from there, like they showed me that music, and then I listened to it. But like with that in mind too, like we do also listen to a lot of bands who were like new and like come out now too. So I mean. It's really like a collaboration of like a bunch of different bands, and not like I said before, not just rock either. Like listen to like electronic music, we listen to like symphonies and like you know what I mean, like classical music.
Soul also, but then even rock, you go from Led Zeppelin to Parlor Mob, so that's
right.
Yeah, I just do remember like one sucky thing about growing up in the '90s. It's like you weren't supposed to listen to anything that was from the '80s. You put that on, people are like, no man, that's 80s. You're listening to either 90s or 70s. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, well,
of course,
they were right to feel that way though, because 80s music was horrible.
So in other words,
except for hip hop. Yeah, hip hop's good. Grandmaster Flash and stuff. That's all good.
But you guys aren't going to do any Iron Maiden covers or anything? Or?
What's that?
You're not going to do any Iron Maiden covers, I take it, or Cinderella covers?
Well, we might.
No,
I
don't think any Iron Maiden.
I wanted them to do an Iron Maiden cover.
I could see Running Free. I could see them doing that.
Holy Smoke.
Holy Smoke, that's a good one.
Yeah, but like a lot of our covers we do are of like newer bands too. We cover Muse.
You do go back to Parlor Mob. Did you do a Parlor Mob?
No, like I'd like to do a Parlor Mob cover. It's just about getting these guys to agree to do it. But if we could do a Parlor Mob, that'd be pretty sick.
Don't want to do that?
I said y'all don't want to do it.
No,
we don't really discuss it.
Decided on one.
Yeah.
Well, discussion's over. Y'all.
You have to do it.
I didn't say they wanted to do it and didn't want to do it. I just didn't know what they wanted
He's
to do.
getting around to it. It's not something you can be like, okay, everyone, we're going to cover this song tomorrow. Everyone learn it by the time of our next practice, I guess.
Right.
And going on a completely different track, just because I'm an asshole, you mentioned Steve Albini earlier on as being a potential. I think there is a local band around here that I know that work with him. I think he is pretty easy to get a hold of. Just know he's not cheap. I know my one friend, I think she was, I'm not going to name any names, but it's one person who was money they got from a settlement.
Right.
After an accident, they got Steve Albini to produce a mini album of theirs. So
right.
He is, I think that's his thing. He's very prolific. Yeah. He works with a lot of bands. You don't have to be Nirvana working on your third studio album to get a hold of him. So.
Right. You just got to have cash, basically.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure that's another thing, but hey, that could be.
Right.
That album sell out, baby. You know what I mean? You do what you want to do.
Right. But did you have any other questions for us?
Well, your people.
Well, I think we covered a lot of area, and I think your fans already covered a lot of the area.
Right.
We talked about the street team. You said you have a street team in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like how many? I'm just wondering that being a different country. Like how many? How big is this street team we're talking about?
Yeah, like about 300 or 400 people
in one street team.
In that one, but that's one of the biggest ones.
Viva la Mexico!
So, I mean, Mexico, like I think for some reason, like this kind of music.
Viva la Mexico!
This kind of music that we play, like hard rock and stuff like that, really appeals to people like in that area in South America.
Yeah, in certain parts of the world, hard rock is actually like the most popular thing.
Oh yeah, they don't get it like that every day.
Yeah,
they're used to hearing their native, I guess, calypso and Spanish music.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because I want to start doing more stuff with that.
Like work some mariachi music into it.
It can work. Music. Music is supposed to be mixed up, man.
I think we're a very eclectic band in our tastes, and we want to do a lot of different sounds. So it's if you have a band, you might as well do as many things as you can.
Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
I got a question.
I got a tweet too afterwards.
When you talk about being very, very eclectic as a band, which is one of the reasons why you guys are so completely wonderful to work with and so much fun all the time in terms of appeal to your fans and things like that. But I just got to ask you, in each one of you, what is in the CD deck of your cars right now? I'm starting with Ed.
They don't have CDs; they have iPods.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay. What is on cue right now on your? I'm starting with that.
Or just what have you been listening
Just
to?
don't give me just give me the name of the song or the I'm just
name
curious.
of the song or an album? I think the last album I listened to was a Low CD.
Lotus, really?
No, Low.
Oh.
L-O-W. I forget what the name of the album is.
Shout out to Jesus Lizard too.
Sure, yeah.
Shout
names, man. People really come up with this shit.
Jesus and to Randall too. What about you, Andrew? I can only guess.
I don't know. For like the past month, I've been like listening to Parlor Mob like a crack addict.
And you turned me on to them.
But like I'm listening to like new music too. There's another band that I listen to that some of these guys don't really like as much as I do, but they're called Radio Moscow. They're like this really weird like psychedelic blues band.
I hate that band. Just kidding.
But yeah, they are kind of like in some sense of the word, they're kind of like it's definitely been done before, but for me, like I just kind of like their music. So, but yeah, I guess I've been listening to that, and John turned me on to Fleet Foxes. I've listened to a lot of Fleet Foxes lately. Rob Pecknell is like probably like one of the best singers like ever. Like he's amazing. I mean, dude's like 24 years old. Yeah, but that pretty much answers the question for me.
What's in your deck?
Let's see, the last album I was listening to I think was Shoots Too Narrow by the Shins, and I think last night I was listening to Beethoven's 7th or 8th Symphony.
Deep brother right there.
I've been listening to an album by Vast that was like Lars Ulrich from Metallica heard it like when they first came out with it, and they were like they were assigned to a major label, but then they kind of fell off the earth like on purpose, so like their later music isn't as good, but their first album was kind of a big deal when it came out, like for it being such a low key thing. So I've been listening to that album a lot. Listening to a lot of Pendulum and Justice and like Dead Mouse, a lot of electric like house music, I would say, like and then we were in the car, we were listening to Zelda music.
Yeah, we were listening to like the 25th anniversary of like Zelda like collector's edition music.
It's coming to the Man Music Center.
He's singing it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that must have been what got you in the mood.
Yeah.
And what about you, KMX? What do you listen to?
Last CD I purchased was Van Halen, A Different Kind of Truth.
New one?
Yeah, and that's that I actually walked into a store and I bought a CD.
Hell yeah!
What store?
Best Buy. The two stores near me that sell CDs: Best Buy and friggin' Walmart.
Well, Best Buy no longer.
Yeah, we have
what
two,
about
which is like a
you,
record
sir?
store near where we live.
I've been rehearsing, so I've been listening to a lot of Pimpalicious.
I have a Facebook message question that someone wanted me.
Okay, go ahead.
Supreeem was answering a question.
When you guys are ready.
Okay, I've been listening to my own stuff, just getting to know it, rehearsing it. The Pimpalicious EP, July 26th, Thursday. Anyway, but my last album that I listened to, I did a Diatribe reunion with the reunion with the fellas, and I got the album that they put out maybe about 8 years ago. And this is the first time I heard it, and it was awesome. I was like, wow, this is good. Like, you know what I mean? I'm on it, Koofy's on it. It was just a throwback to the good times that we had as a band. So I was just, that just kept repeating in my CD player.
Right. Cool. Well, I got Facebook message like 2 questions early in the day. I don't really feel like going through all my messages, find it, but I just remembered it off the top of my head. Our friend like Lee, she's part of our Georgia Street team. She says she's really looking forward to seeing us play in Georgia, and then she had 2 questions for us. One was, what was our favorite part about being in Shadowplay? And what was our least favorite part about being in Shadowplay? And then the second one was, what one band do we listen to that like our fans would be like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like what is that like weird band that you listen to that like people wouldn't think that you would listen to? So, I introduced the question and then I answered it, I guess. We'll let Ed
answer first.
Alright, we'll let John answer first.
Which one?
The best part of Shadowplay and the worst part of Shadowplay.
And then
the song that makes you say, what?
The band like